DJ Moore voices his opinions on who he wants as the quarterback next year for the Bears. We break that down. Listen to the audio next on the Unbearable Sports Podcast. But first, make sure to like and subscribe out there on YouTube and rate the show 5 stars everywhere that you get your podcast. What's going on? I wanted to put together a little quick Chicago Bears update because I find this fascinating. I find this discussion, what people are saying, what the Bears players are saying is so interesting that I wanted to put it all together. I have a couple interviews already preloaded so we can listen to what the Bears have to say about Justin Fields, because I think that this matters a lot when we're talking about who the quarterback should be next year, and that this locker room is really starting to vibe together. If they change or if they stay with the same, a lot of this has to do with what the players, what the coaches think of Justin Fields. And so that's why I think it's super important, because what I'm hearing, and I wanted to say this before we get into the interviews, listen for this, because I think that there's a lot of coach speak and player speak whenever someone gets interviewed. But with this seems like it's more so coming from somewhere. It's coming from the heart. It's coming deep down to say, hey, guys, this is what I think about the quarterback. This is what they truly think about Justin Fields. And I think a good explanation of this, and for those watching on YouTube, you can see good old Mitch Trubisky as my thumbnail for this segment, because I think that it's the difference between like and respect. Because everybody liked Mitch Trubisky. We all knew this. Everyone loved the guy. But did they respect him? And if you think about it in your day-to-day job routine, think about people that you like and people that you respect. The person that you respect has put in that extra work and done that extra mile to make sure that everything's good. But that's enough from me. Let's go and let's actually jump over to DJ Moore just to hear what he had to say yesterday when he was asked about Justin Fields.
I said it before. I'm going to keep saying it. What makes him not the quarterback? Today, the Houdini Act should have just put the nail in. He's not running back, but he's him. So, he's going to be the quarterback. I want him to be the quarterback. I said what I said. Now it's on the higher up, so it's up there. It's up to them.
Did you hear those chants? The "We want Justin"?
I did hear those chants, and I know their box is right there, so I know they heard that stuff too. So.
Now, I don't know the whole legal stuff with showing a video because this is from the Bears, so I might get demonetized, but I don't really care. When you see that video, and that's what's so important. Now, obviously, we have a lot of people that listen, but when you see his face, I'll probably post this out on Twitter, but if you see his face, you can see his smile ear to ear, and you can see how he's talking about him. You see the frustration when people are even asking about him as well. DJ Moore likes him. DJ Moore enjoys him. DJ Moore wants him to be the quarterback. And I think that is so big, so important that your number one guy thinks about him this well and this good. And when I saw this, I tweeted this out, that this is different. This is not just him saying Justin Fields is good or defending him because he's the quarterback. If he really does think this, it makes sense to at least give another year and maybe get him some more weapons, right? I think that this really is this big sign for upper management, and you can hear DJ Moore even saying that as well. But also today, Jaquan Brisker had something to say about the matter when he was asked about it from Nicholas Moriano from CHGO. Let's listen into that.
Jaquan, what do you think of that third down run? I think on the sideline, he came up to you on the sideline where he breaks a couple of
He's
tackles.
a dog. He's his dog. That's why I say he broke like 4 or 5 tackles. And, I don't know what I said, but, I went crazy because, that's an amazing play. And, that's our guy. And we're going to always have his back. And that's one of the plays that, shows that he's special. So, and he continues to show that every single week, which is, consistency and what you want in our quarterback. So, I think that was huge.
Do you get surprised by that at all?
No surprise. No surprise. We know something's going to happen, but we just be sitting in our seats, and then we get up out of our seats, and we just, act like we're fans.
So that was Jaquan Brisker. See, you can tell at the end also he enjoys Justin Fields. You can really see that.
My favorite
but
quarterback.
that's where I thought that it was interesting. And also I'm going to flip over to the defensive side. You might have already heard with it too. Just Demarcus Walker when he was interviewing Justin Fields as well for a small little interview. It was one of those little fun things that they do on social media, but I thought that this was another little sign of the defense at least showing Justin Fields a little bit of love.
My dog, the best quarterback I played with, you know what I'm saying?
Long intro.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
Get off some hands off.
So very quick, but just him saying best quarterback that he's ever played with, and just the way that he's talking about him. It's stuff that, yet again, I felt like we never really saw with the whole Mitch Trubisky thing. And I think that the players are talking, and the players are showing who kind of they want at that quarterback position. And, for what it's worth, at the very end of a victory, the Bears always have that, they'll always kind of their own version of Matt Nagy's club dub, but you kind of see it. They have fun. They enjoy it. And honestly, Justin Fields is always in the middle of that. So I think that the big question here is now what, right? Because it goes back to the whole topic of why does this matter? And I think why this matters is just like what I was saying at the very beginning of this. Justin Fields seems to be very well liked in this locker room, and it seems like people respect what he is doing out there on the field. And also let me know down below in the comments what you think about Justin Fields and how this is all going with, is he going to be back next year? And what do you want to see out of it, right? Are you listening to this and just going, whatever, we need another quarterback, right? Because when I hear this, it's like, why not run it back? Because it seems like the vibes are good. We talked about it for the post-game show that I just did. We talked about that there. It really does seem like Justin Fields is someone who is holding down the fort and someone that people want to see succeed, and people see what he does in, day out, and just the amount of hits that he takes as well. We'll see ultimately what ends up happening in a couple of weeks, right? Next week, is Matt Eberflus going to be on the chopping block? According to Adam Schefter, he's not going to be, but we will see, and we will keep you informed on the show. But right now, make sure to like and subscribe out there on YouTube and rate the show 5 stars everywhere that you get your podcast. And with that, Unbearable Sports Podcast, we are out.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a